All right, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Wadash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. All right, it's the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. And just a quick lesson, quick testimony of sorts. Today, as you can see, I just put in that work, running the miles, man. You know, you got to get a health as well. I'm trying to chase Apostle Tahar's blood pressure reading, man. His is better than mine. But anyway, just to get to the point, a quick testimony. I woke my son up today, get him ready for school or whatnot. And, I told him, I told him to basically pray. I think I said to the Lord or pray to God, because when he's five, but he knows the names of the Lord. But I don't try. Sometimes I'll say the Most High, and what I'm saying, just close your eyes and. But today I told him thank the Lord for waking up, and he turned and went to the prayer position and said, "Thank you, Yahawah and Yahawashi, for waking me up." And he said some other things. I kind of checked out at that point. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of checked out, but that's the beauty of the Lord, man. Just certain little things like that are faith builders, okay? And just remind us to keep going. And, the Lord gives us children over here sometimes. It's a bittersweet thing. It's more bitter than sweet. But at the same time, certain brothers, that's our lots. But you don't want to abandon your children. You don't want to neglect your children. Especially if they're not little demons, because some Akim probably got little demons that probably ain't gonna make it. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying it's the reality of the fact. Lord willing, my children make it, but not to go into a tangent. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 127, and verse 1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman walketh but in vain. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. So, children are a heritage of the Lord, and, we're going back to the ancient days where, basically our children being a blessing. But over here right now, it could be a detriment because of how Esau has his hands and everything, and how, the school systems are ran, the diet, the food. Okay, so it's more work than anything, because we're gonna enjoy our children in the kingdom, but for right now, it's like you always are on watch. You gotta expect your children when they come home from school, talk to them, make sure nobody has did anything to them. Like it's a lot, but hey, Bahasham, Yahawashi, he's there to help us out with it. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are the children of his youth. Happy is the man that hath a quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, nor shall they speak with the enemies of the gate. So yep, that's one. Saki, I just had an incident in here, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and burn it. Let's go to Deuteronomy 11. All right, here it is right here. Deuteronomy 11 and 16. Take heed to yourselves that your heart be not deceived, and you turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. Then the Lord's wrath be kindled upon you, and he shut up the heaven, that there be no rain, and that the land yield not her fruit, unless ye perish quickly from off the good land which the Lord Yahawashi giveth you. Therefore shall ye lay up these words in your heart and in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. And you shall teach them to your children, speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by, when thou layest down, and when thou risest up. Thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them, and the days of heaven upon the earth. So I read that just to, basically touch on that kids are an integral part, of our lineage and, basically of our household. not an integral part, but basically of the whole dynamic of the family situation. Okay, you got Yahawah, Yahawashi, man, woman, and child. Okay, so how you raise up your children is basically a testament to you. Okay, are you teaching them the right things of the Lord? Are you chastening them how you're supposed to? You know, and like the scriptures say, let me get it. Basically, you chasten the child. Basically, when they grow up, they won't embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have to get that. Let's go to Proverbs 22. Yeah, Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So, teaching your children the names, all right? Teaching your children certain things. Like even, with the dietary. And it's all the spirit of the Lord, man, even with the diet. He knows what certain things are. Pork, when like his little sister watches be trying to sneak and watch like Christmas stuff and like that, he'll tell me, like, you're not supposed to watch Christmas. And, it's just a blessing. I don't mean to go too far on, talking about my children, but, it is what it is, man. I got a couple more. I ain't want to make this too long. Deuteronomy 6:6. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou art rising up. So that was basically, Deuteronomy 11 that I read. But I just wanted to read it again, man. And ye shall write them upon the post of thy house and thy gates, and it shall be when the Lord thy power shall have brought thee into the land which he has sworn to his fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give great and goodly cities which thou buildest not. So yeah, just to back that home. And I got one more, which is one of my favorite scriptures. All right, the book of Joshua. Okay, and this is the icing on the cake right here. As for me and my house, we shall what? Serve the Lord. Joshua. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 24, and verse 16. Yeah. And the people answered and said, the Most High forbid that we shall forsake the Lord to serve other gods. For the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, our power, he it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, and which did great things in our sight, and preserved us all the way wherein we went, and among all the people through who we passed. Hold on, where is it? Oh, verse 15, Salaki, 24 and 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So, hey, for brothers that got children, just don't leave them up to, their mom. Unless, however your situation is, just don't leave them up to your mom, to their moms to teach them the way, man. Especially if you're in your life, Go through the scriptures, follow the protocol of how the Lord has it set up, to deal with your children, and, the Lord's going to bless it. That's it. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rekah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. Shalom.